The crypto market has been very rough lately. A lot of downfalls, a lot of negativity, a lot of people trying to liquidate to avoid losses, trying to figure out exactly what position in the crypto market is best to avoid risk, but also be able to catch that high upside that we all know is in fact coming. Now with Dogecoin specifically, there's a lot of things that are making people very optimistic in it, even despite some of what we're seeing right now. Now I said on my video, what was it, 2 days ago, that Dogecoin would likely see approximately an 8 or so % spike on the day after the crash. That's exactly what we saw. Typically, on days after big falls, you do see a bit of a rebound. Now, since Dogecoin has rebounded, it has gone up over that 14-cent mark again, but that is still significantly lower than some of the price targets that we have for it this year. That's why it's a super underrated pick at the moment, because Elon Musk is one of the many big reasons why Dogecoin is likely going to be so successful this year. Now, the thing I'm most excited about when it comes to Elon Musk is specifically the perspective of what he's going to be doing with Starlink and Tesla. Those two companies, his companies as a whole, have a huge amount of influence on the globe. They have a huge amount of influence on what people do with their money, what people are buying, what people are selling. And so when Elon Musk first is going to allow Tesla acceptance for every single car, every single thing you can possibly buy from Tesla using Dogecoin, that's going to instantly make the use case skyrocket for what you can do with Dogecoin. And we likely know that's coming soon. I can tell you right now, it's in the works. Tesla's already planning on accepting Dogecoin fully, just like they did with Bitcoin. And obviously, Robinhood wallets are very important. We're now looking at next month, because when you see what's happening with Robinhood wallets, the beta testing is already working. We already have people in high positions at Robinhood saying, all right, we're ready to go with this aspect and that aspect. And we're getting updates from the Robinhood Crypto CFF and the Robinhood Crypto high-ranking officials. And so with that, there's excitement building on multiple different fronts for Doge. Now you look at Bitcoin, what big catalyst does it have? What big use case does it have that it's going to have that it doesn't have now? Most of the use case for Bitcoin is already there. You can argue company acceptance, you can argue this, you can argue that, but there's really only one cryptocurrency right now, which we know for a fact is going to be accepted by a large company very soon here. We also have AMC, they're going to be accepting it. We have other big companies that are looking at Dogecoin acceptance, and when Tesla is able to prove how successful it is, especially after these wallets come out, that's going to be on another level. But that's just barely the beginning of what we're going to see. That can cause some big spikes, it can cause some nice price action, but what really is going to set Doge apart from all the rest is the ability to use it anywhere in the world instantly, for free potentially, most likely, using Starlink. Now the Dogecoin devs themselves have already stated very clearly exactly how important Starlink is and how they are actually working on that as a specific plan with Dogecoin. Now basically what that's going to mean is you can actually have your phone connected to Starlink in theory anywhere in the world and make a transaction on Dogecoin for free. Now with that use case, it will instantly vault it above Bitcoin and Ethereum by massive magnitudes in terms of use case. You cannot do that with either of those right now. In fact, you also can't have those low fees that Dogecoin has. You can't have a lot of the functionality. You don't have the energy. You don't have the fun. And then that's going to be the first thing that really sets the stage for Dogecoin to do well. That's not going to be the big catalyst pusher necessarily by itself. The big catalysts are then going to come from huge amounts of publicity that come to Dogecoin. Then people are going to start looking it up, people are going to start spending it, and that's when it's really going to take off. This price extremely undervalued. Now, the other thing Elon Musk is doing that I didn't mention at the beginning, because there's a lot of question marks around when it's going to happen, is of course the Dogecoin moon landing, because that's going to be seen by so many people. Humans have not landed on the moon in an extremely long time. Most of us have never seen that happen in our lifetimes. That's just weird to think, right? Because we have the technology. The fact that they went all the way back in the 70s and the late 60s to the moon, it just makes you think, well, if they could do it then, it should be a piece of cake now. Well, no, it's still extremely difficult, and that's why it's taking this long, but it's going to happen soon here. And who wouldn't want to watch these HD cameras on the moon, these high quality 4K, high definition, more tests, more scientific equipment, more videos, more audio, everything you could possibly imagine. We are going to get to see the moon like we've never seen it before. And for there to be an actual Dogecoin sitting there on the surface of the moon, that's just insane to think about. I mean, the amount of publicity, the amount of people talking about it, the amount of articles, the amount of people who are going to follow Elon Musk and see him as more influential because of it, it's just all going to be like basically like a vector of skyrocketing catalysts that all come together at once. And this is not coming from someone who has ever really doubted Doge. since Doge was way under a penny when I first bought in, I've seen these catalysts forming, some of them way ahead of time. And that's why I started this channel in large part, to talk about Dogecoin. Our early videos, not a lot of people would listen to us. Not a lot of people would want to buy in. Not a lot of people would believe in it. But I just kept going. I kept making the videos over and over and over again and letting people know how confident I was in Dogecoin. And now I'm doing the same exact thing that I was doing then, except for we have so much more information to be confident in than I did at that point. So at that point, you actually had to be a little bit crazy to believe me, to believe the things I was saying. Now, technically, they all came true. My predictions did on Dogecoin. So it wasn't actually crazy in the end, but it did sound crazy. I'll even admit that when I was first talking about it, because we'd never seen a meme coin pop off like that before. And to say that was going to happen, I mean, people would laugh at you. I mean, come on, it's Dogecoin. That's not going to be a serious cryptocurrency. That's not going to take off. Where's the use case there? Where's this? Where's that? Well, they're just underestimating it. And that's still what's happening. Despite the fact that right now, Dogecoin has more wallet holders than a lot of the top cryptos, despite the fact that Dogecoin has more name recognition, despite the fact that it has more high profile people with more things they're working on, it's still one of the most underrated cryptos out there. With smart contracts coming with the Ethereum Doge bridge, there's going to be just endless amounts of catalysts, endless amounts of big things for Doge. And that's why you really got to focus and pay attention to little details here. If you're not doing that, you're going to miss out on these gains, because it is difficult in the crypto market to actually capitalize when it's the right point in time. A lot of people will buy too high here or buy too high there, or if you buy at a point in any cryptocurrency when Bitcoin is near its all-time high or it's too high and about to fall, then no matter what, even if you have the best crypto ever, you can still see some big losses on that, just simply because meme coins especially, but really any small market cap coin, is going to react way stronger to Bitcoin falling than Bitcoin itself. And it's just the way the market always has been. You need more credibility, you need to be more established, you need to have whales that are willing to stay in for the long run in order to actually have any of this go through exactly how it should be. And you can see the background there is pretty cool. I have not ever filmed the video at night in this location because, by the way, you know, we're technically on a business vacation here in Florida, but of course I'm still gonna be making videos and doing updates on Twitter, because crypto never sleeps and crypto never takes a vacation. Being a crypto YouTuber obviously takes a lot of intense work at times. It's also very rewarding at other times. I wouldn't want to have any other job in the world. But yeah, a lot of research goes into every single one of the moves I'm making, a ton of time and effort and energy. Now, technically, I love what I'm doing, so it doesn't really feel like work, but it still is a lot of energy and effort. You can't really ever take a vacation when you're a crypto YouTuber. Not that you necessarily want to, because it's fun to come on and do updates. It's fun to do the research. It's fun to figure out the facts, but it just is, it is definitely like intense. That's why I use the word intense. It's a lot at once, and the good news is, as long as you are making the right moves, it's going to be not only rewarding in terms of fun, it'll be rewarding financially as well. So I just want to come on, do this update real quick, kind of show you around a little bit. It has actually been pretty cloudy so far since we've been here. Unfortunately, not a lot of sunshine. So come on, clouds. What the heck? Should we roast the clouds? The clouds sitting up there looking all weird. I mean, come on. What shape is that? It just looks like a giant blob. For once, Mr. Cloud, please just go away. Let us have some sunshine today. I want to have the blue sky, the nice clear views, the wide-ranging, beautiful ocean. That's what we need, Mr. Sky. And also, maybe the crypto market going up as well. Those are the two things. So if we can get that, obviously that's good. I mean, we can't even see the moon to say to the moon. How can we go to the moon if we can't see it? So obviously there's a little bit of a problem there. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the update. Hopefully you're excited about Dogecoin. We also have a big Patreon pick that is extremely quickly approaching, not far away from that. So you're definitely going to want to be part of the Patreon for that, because if you're not, you're going to be missing out on this, and you're going to be missing out on getting in early, which is obviously something everyone wants to do. No one has ever done a launch quite like what we're doing here, so that's why I'm so excited about that. But anyway, whatever you're doing, I mean, maybe right now you're sitting at home, maybe right now you're at a friend's house, at your parents' house, who the heck knows, but wherever you are, just take a second to go check out the Patreon. There's links in the description, also in the pinned comment. Check out the tiers, check out some of the comments under the free posts, which there are multiple free posts available. See the energy in the community and realize that some of our picks have seen over $30 million in market cap go into them within a very short period of time, hours after we actually picked them. I mean, this is an extremely high energy business. This is an extremely high energy group. We have probably more energy than just about any other Patreon group out there or any other YouTube group. I mean, if you can find one that has more energy, please show me, but I have not seen it yet. And for us to combine that with another big influencer who has a similar amount of energy, that's just going to be a recipe for craziness on the actual day. So I'm extremely excited about that. And with Bitcoin altogether, I mean, we are still seeing some of these big stories come out. We are still seeing Michael Saylor talking about how excited he is, how happy it is. We are seeing some technical analysis which shows we could be about to see the next spike again when comparing it to 2017, when comparing it all the way back to 2013. Then on the flip side of that, if you actually look at the head and shoulders pattern, that if that actually does play out, we could see Bitcoin falling to around 20K. Now, technically, that's one of the least accurate patterns in crypto. It's not normally true. It's also hard to kind of gauge if it's really a true head and shoulders pattern or not. So if that did play out, we would see it falling more. So I do want to make sure you're aware that some traders may be playing that move and it could cause a little bit more downward action, but I don't expect that to actually happen. And that's why when you do look at the Bitcoin chart, you also have to factor in a lot of other things, and you have to factor in the bigger picture rather than just simple trading moves, because there are going to be some people who that's all they do. They factor in the trading moves, and if that's what they're doing and they're selling and buying based on that, it can actually come true just simply because people think it's going to come true. It's all about what people are deciding to buy, what people are deciding to sell, and that's really what goes into making a crypto successful or not. But at the end of the day, I do still believe in Bitcoin long term. My prediction has been for months now that we would see it if the downside happened, falling to between 30 and 35K. That happened. Dogecoin 11 and 14 cents, that happened. If it does go below that, then that would mean I was incorrect and it was actually lower than my prediction. But a lot went into that prediction from levels of support from institutions, from the way the chart was looking, from the catalysts and the news stories that are coming, from acceptance, which we're expecting not be far away, for crypto more broadly. So there's kind of the analysis, there's the full layout, and hopefully that is a good analysis for you, a good layout there. Hopefully you have a great night as well, or day, wherever the heck you are in the world. I'm at Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.